Aliens are among us. There's no doubt about it.
Hey y'all, welcome to White Blue. So we had a great trip when we went to Maine. If you haven't seen our video of us searching for the white monkey at Casco Falls, how about y'all go check it out? There's a lot of great drone footage with that video. So in this video, we're looking into the Casco Bay Sea Monster, affectionately known as Cassie. Now this creature's been sighted all the way back pretty much since, the colonists started coming over here from Europe back in, the 1700s. Sailors would observe these sapphire beasts rising out of the water. Sea monsters have been a part of seafaring folklore for years and years and years. Before the times when people had ways of communicating during long voyages at sea, there might have been times when a ship sank, and there would be no way of figuring out exactly what happened to it. And so time would go on, and maybe an area would be particularly more dangerous than another area, and ships would disappear out there. And so these legends were born, and sea monsters became the being of choice that was bringing these ships to their depths at Davy Jones. There was no distress signals, there was no SOS or Morse code. Sea monsters and sea serpents, what have you, can have multiple appearances. There's all different kinds that people have observed over the years. It can be like an octopus or a squid or a whale, or giant serpents and dinosaurs like the Loch Ness Monster. And I really don't see a reason why, at least some of these couldn't exist. They find creatures all the time that seem to defy our understanding of what animals are still alive today. So that there could be a giant sea serpent or some kind of living dinosaur may not seem all that far-fetched, at least in my opinion. And these guys, especially the reptiles, they grow to enormous sizes just given their age. If they live long enough, they just keep growing and growing, and you might have something that grows into be something like 100 feet long. And if you look at the largest sea creature we know, the blue whale, it's bigger than anything out there alive today. That's a mammal, so it could be a mammal too, these creatures that the people see out there. So back to Cassie. Some of the best sightings that there have been over the years have occurred all throughout the last 250 years. Starting 1779 was the first big one. You had some in 1818, then 1905, and 1910, and the most recent in 1958. A couple of years ago I saw this video of this sea creature someone captured off the side of a cruise ship in their video camera, and couldn't really tell what it was. It looked like possibly some kind of sea serpent. It was pretty good size, and that video just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to it, but when I've tried searching for it recently, I haven't been able to find anything out there on it. Maybe it was scrubbed from the internet, I don't know. But if anyone else can find it out there, please send it my way. So anyway, my brother and I thought we'd try our luck and try and catch a glimpse of old Cassie out there in Casco Bay when we was out in Maine. We took a ride through the bay on a mailboat, the Malcoy 2. It was a 3-hour ride through the bay, and it was cold as heck. We have a lot of footage of the bay, and I'm still looking over it with a magnifying glass to see what I can find. So I'm going to share some of that footage with you. So let's get to it. So I'll play the footage and intersperse some of my own commentary on there regarding some of the sightings we mentioned up, so you can get a better idea of the history behind this creature. Here we are, searching for the Casco Bay Sea Monster. Cassie. She ain't been seen in a long time, but here it is. So in 1779, you got this Edward Preble. He would live to become a very distinguished Commodore in the early U.S. Navy. famous for leading the attack on Tripoli during the First Barbary War. But before all that, he saw a sea monster. Now I've been trying to find the actual account of what he saw out there, but I haven't had much luck. Everything seems to be a secondhand source, and I've looked and I found something called the Edward Preble Papers. These are in the Library of Congress, and you kind of got to order them to actually take a look at them, so I haven't actually done that yet, and maybe one of these days I will, because I really like to find out some more about this guy. But until then, all I got all these secondhand accounts out there. Anyway, it occurred right after he joined the Navy. He sees Cassie's head sticking up out of the water about 10 feet, and he approaches it with his long boat, and they're looking at it, and he fires a shot at it from his rifle to see if he can take it out, and somehow he misses, and it goes off into the water, and he doesn't see it again. But that's about it for his story. The last reported sighting took place in 1958. Two fishermen by the names of Ole Mickelson and Esmar Hergard saw the creature about 125 feet from them, about 5 miles off Mountain Desert Island, sticking up out of the water in Casco Bay, and they said this thing was huge. Since then, no one's seen hide nor hair of this beast. The thing about sea monsters is you can't be everywhere at once, and there's thousands of square miles of ocean out here in the bay and stuff, and he might just stick his head up one time and you're not there to see it. Well, he's gone. That's all there is.
off straight down. We got running on that.
Out here with those sea monsters. So there you have it. I'm not seeing a whole lot other than some ducks sitting out there. And that's about it. Maybe someone else will have some better luck looking over my footage. Maybe it's just easier for sea monsters to avoid ships these days. With the way sound travels in the water and, you got these loud ships with these loud engines. Any sea monster swimming in the area, he'll turn tail and run once he sees one of these coming, and ships are pretty well set in their way as they travel in certain paths, and everything's pretty much pre-planned, so all these beasts out there, they can avoid these paths and stick underwater while they need to, and only show up when it's actually safe for them. These creatures have just probably learned that, once I hear one of these loud massive machines cutting through the water, maybe I should stay away. So the likelihood of actually seeing one of these things is very low, and chances are you out looking, you're not going to see nothing. It's going to be sometime when you ain't looking. You're just going to happen to see it. It's going to be an accident. So that's it for this video. If you have any stories, videos, or pictures related to UFOs or Bigfoots or aliens, cryptids of any kind like this, even your prophetic dreams, anything you want to share that falls into this category of weird and strange and paranormal, you send them my way. Just shoot me an email at wildbluetvstories@gmail.com. You check out our Facebook page and our website, wildbluetv.tv. All these links are in the description. You like and subscribe to my page and we'll bring you more of our content, more of our travel in the United States looking for these strange things. But until next time, Wild Blue out.